Just fucking gripping that mic. Has,
Hey
has some
guys.
turbulence there.
Oh my
It's all
gosh.
turbulent.
Yeah, it's all the turbulence. All yeah, it's all the children. Hey guys, welcome back to the Project Bodybuilding Podcast here with another episode with my special guest, my new homeboy, Marcus Guerrero.
Going on? What's going on with the late night? We got the crust in the eyes approaching us, man.
For those, I mean, not that they would know, but we're filming this right after the guys on the Open Texas Pro stage got off that stage. So,
Literally.
yeah, this is the only
Someone's
time we
biting
can
a
do it.
fucking cookie right now as we speak.
Marcus said, "Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." He said, "I don't want to do it. I hate this so much."
Yeah, yep.
But anyways, we'll just go over the Texas Pro. Not a whole lot to talk about. We just had that amazing Tampa Pro, and basically what we had today in Texas was a rematch of what happened in Tampa. But we did have a 212 division we'll talk about. We will talk about the Classic first. I definitely want to talk about the 212 division, specifically Lucas Garcia, and then we'll get into the top five, at least in Open, maybe a few other guys if more videos start trickling in. But anyways, without further ado, let me bring you our Texas Pro coverage, starting with Classic Physique. Now, Marcus knows a thing or two about CP, and by CP I mean Classic Physique.
On his way back from Epstein Island.
I am. I spent a glorious week in in the ocean, of course, not in anything else. But Minigate, the guy in the middle here, was doing Tampa last weekend and lost to Niall Darwin. A lot of people said it wasn't close. I thought it was pretty competitive. Both top 10 guys on their way to being top 5. It's the current top 5 needs to be worked out, but these are up and comers, I think. Guys that are still a little bit green, but guys that can still do well now, but will do even better in the very near future. But overall, a very good crop of guys here in the top 4. Are you familiar with these folks? I'm familiar with 3 out of the 4 of them. Everyone except that Asian fellow on the end.
I mean, honestly, no. No. Had to get away from those CP allegations. I have no idea who these guys are, especially the little young Asian lad on the right.
Okay, on the far left is Austin Epsy. He was going to go to Open, then I think he had like a little bit of an adductor tear, and then I had never thought Open was that good. I don't know if he was ever that serious about it, but he talked about it on his Instagram. I follow him on Instagram. Great, great classic physique. Then Minigate, of course, we'll talk a little bit more about him in depth. You probably know Carlos Damar.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then what
And
is
him,
this?
I'm not familiar with. Yeah.
Oh wow, his name is High Tech Pharma. Wow, who knew?
Yo, the fact that I read that Hite. That's 100% how I read that Hite.
Wow. But yeah, I think this was I don't know if they went to a top 2, I can't remember. But I think this was a fairly easy if it was easy last time for Nile and Tampa, it was probably an easy win for
Yeah,
Minigate here. I would
yeah,
classify it about the same thing, but Carlos is very good. I'm really a big fan of Carlos's physique.
yeah. Cool little classic physique too. Very, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Other than that, I mean, like, for this show, I guess we don't really have to say anything too much. I mean, Niall didn't do this show. Minigate was second last time. It's pretty obvious that he moves up. I don't really have anything new to add. I really do like Austin's physique, though. I gotta chime in there. I thought he maybe could have, if he was more conditioned, like this little Asian fellow over here. I think he could have been moved up, but I think I think he has perhaps I don't want to say, maybe the most potential. I mean, really, I think he has a
Yeah,
big frame. He has the small waist. Um, the legs are already good. I think the back insertions are pretty good. He just has to. It just needs time. I
yeah.
think that's overall just what he needs is time. So I think he's actually in a very good spot. I like his chances in the future. I don't know about you.
Dude, honestly, yeah, no, both Carlos and Your dude was it Arthur? You said
Yeah, Arthur, King
Arthur.
Arthur. No, Austin Epsy.
Austin. Yeah, Austin.
Yeah.
To me, you said he was the one who was gonna thinking about moving up.
Yeah, he like was going to make like an open off-season run because he did Texas last year, didn't do that well. And then he's talked about going to open. I was like, that's
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah. I can. I
Yeah.
mean, he
I
look.
said
This looks like his division. All four
for
of these guys
sure, for
look
sure.
freaking yeah. And dude, that Carlos in that shot right there, man, just those lats, the way they just sit on the hip bone is pretty nutty.
I mean, I like all these guys. I think
Yeah, they all look good.
well, I lost the photos.
It's a very
That's
solid top four. Very solid.
Carlos has been as high as 11th or 13th, I think. Then Minigate was ninth last year. I think they're both probably going to be within the top 10 this year. I think Carlos, I think they'll both be placing this year. Let me say that because Classic can move around
Yeah.
very quickly. I guess I should not get ahead of myself because really, I think outside of like the top five, and I don't know if anybody wants to say this, but classic physique, men's physique is the same way, is really so interchangeable. Like,
Yeah.
there are guys in the third call out in classic physique that could be placing that wouldn't, for whatever reason. A lot of the times it's just no one wants to say it. They do get overlooked. I mean,
Yeah.
and they
No,
have
it's
to
really
play
sad.
somewhere.
It's sad, man. The way when you look at that, the fact that someone who is literally placing a third call out, arguably probably could be, ending out first. And it's just because of the stacked lineup. I mean, you see it with this, look
Right.
at, how deep you are in the season, and all four of these guys could easily be winning these shows.
Yeah, it's just like the guys, the Olympia judges will have 60 people to go through.
Couldn't
And
imagine.
I don't even think like I think it is a combo of them getting overlooked, but like okay, let's say someone in 10th could also be tied for 16th. Vice versa could happen where you have someone in 16th booth at 10th back and forth and it still would be fair.
Yeah.
So I mean, someone just has to take those back placings, but obviously, I would like to see that 60 plus competitors list we have at the Olympia cut down to at least in half for some by some miracle, by some method. I don't really care how they do it, but I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I think it's just ridiculous. But I think that's all we have to say about
I
Classic.
mean, yeah, the Menegate definitely just he looks fucking. He looks he looks a league above right now, to be honest. And when you look at his posing, it's just come on. I mean, the conditioning is there.
I
The
think it's
over
polish, yeah, overall polish.
exactly. Yeah, the polish is just. I mean, you can't find anything wrong with that.
Right.
Crazy.
They didn't make these. They make guys like this on Epstein Island.
No.
No.
You gotta graduate. You gotta go with that
Yeah, yeah.
that, man.
Like
You
most
gotta
people on Epstein Island, they have to graduate.
gotta go to that
Anyway,
the little wooden place in California for that one.
oh, I know what you're talking about. Bohemian Grove. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
um, I want to talk about 212, but mainly just the guy that won it. So I do know this guy. I looked his name up. Already forgot it. I've seen him before. I think he's gone to the Olympia before. There's only like 212 shows, but this guy in the middle, Lucas Garcia. Have you seen this guy's video or this up close video? That shout out Z Rich Productions and Battle Up Productions teamed up with to make. Have you seen this guy?
Earlier, yeah, I was looking at these. This is
So 212, and I get it. He's like 5'3", okay?
yeah,
But so was everyone else in the division. This is like a mix of I mean, it's just like a squashed Kevin Levrone in a lot of ways. This front double kind of reminds me of Martin if he had arms. Um, I mean, it's just like
wow. Yeah.
really good. I mean, I'm gonna do a comparison with him, at least one, and I immediately was like, well, I'll compare him to like Sean Clarita.
I
I'll com-
mean, honestly, yeah. Yeah.
I'll compare him to Kerrith Bajjo, who's a little bit behind Sean Clarita, so fourth and second. I think he probably, I mean, beats both. I think Sean will probably move down this year.
Okay, Christmas tree.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. He's kind of an anomaly within the division. That's what's tough about him.
Sean, yeah.
And when you're an anomaly in the division, you either have to be placing first, leading the pack, or once you start placing second, a couple second or third, judges are like, well, you're just like so different from everyone else that I
Yeah.
think it's just time to move you down.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You just stick out, and if you're not sticking out for first, then you're just kind of sticking out for no reason.
Dude, you literally when you're looking at these poses, you can't find not one thing wrong.
The weakest point is the back, and it just lacks
Yeah.
a
I
little
mean, overall
thickness.
thick, yeah, exactly.
But I mean,
But fuck, man.
is this any less thick than Keon's back? I mean, not by a large margin. Keon's back is slightly thicker, but what you see from Lucas here is what you're gonna kind of get on the Olympia stage. Keon has had all year to improve on his 2024 version, which is what is in my
Yeah.
mind. So he'll
Yeah.
have he's not Lucas will not be beating Keon, but I
No,
I
no,
think
yeah.
Lucas, if given a proper look, I really like his physique. I would put him top five. I'd put him like right around Kerrith, who we'll talk about at this show because he did open.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Shout out to Kerrith.
Shout out to Kerrith. But where would you place this physique roughly in
I,
the
I
212 Olympia?
definitely can see it being first called out. I like his physique. And I think it's comparable to those of like a Clarita, Kerrith. It's a little bit more pretty than some of those ones who we've seen up there, as of present time. I think it's a much more better flowing physique for 212, especially for somebody who's 5'3". That's kind of nutty.
I don't even know what his height is. It could be lower than
He
that. But
looks short, not to
right.
be big, but he looks short.
I mean, the tallest person in 212 is like 5'6", so it doesn't really matter. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just short
yeah,
division. But anyway,
yeah.
here's fifth place from last year. Vitor Alves Porto de Oliveira. um, I don't remember him placing top five, but I guess he did. Um, so what do you think? We'll quickly go through the top five here. Um, could Lucas potentially beat this guy?
Let me see. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see is the back shot. Dude, I mean,
Man, Vitor's kind of good. I've been sleeping on Vitor. Oh, bro, Marcus just left me alone. I was too busy looking at Vitor. I'm sure he'll come back. I didn't even know where he went. He saw Vitor and immediately had to shed a white tear. But anyway, I'll tell you what I think. Lucas versus Vitor. I think Vitor is like really shredded. Maybe more muscle maturity than Lucas, and he'll certainly beat Lucas in the back. But to be fair, I think most people will beat Lucas in the back. But Lucas can keep those poses, both back poses, pretty close, and then win on like a very aesthetic, but also very muscular, round, bubbly physique from the front and side. I mean, like, take a look at the most muscular. That's it, Kevin Levrone-esque. I really like this kind of ab shot he does from straight on, like killer shot from the front. Great V taper, good arms, great lats, great legs. I mean, yeah, sure, he's not gonna win the back from too many people. That's okay. That's certainly okay because he could potentially win or at least put a strong showing up in every other shot. So let's see if we can't find out what happened to Marcus. All right. I just gave the viewers my opinion on Lucas Garcia beating Vitor. So what do you think?
I mean, all right. So I honestly feel like the dude could definitely be right up there with him. This is if this dude what he got like fifth last year.
Yeah, I think this guy may be better than some people up and higher than him. I mean, I'm kind of impressed with Vitor right now.
Who got fourth?
Kerrith Bajjo,
Mm.
which is who I was going to do the comparison with.
Wow. Okay.
I think Lucas would be right around here.
Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely a shoo-in for first call out, without a doubt.
If he can replicate, I thought he was Olympia qualified already, and maybe Lucas was, but I think maybe he just didn't. Maybe he wasn't Olympia. I don't keep up to date on 212 that much. Although I do enjoy the division. It's like a little extra bodybuilding.
There you go.
Um, but I'm a big fan of Kerrith. I'm a big fan of Giuseppe Zagarella. I think Lucas is right in there with those types of guys. All first call out guys. I think at least Giuseppe was the first call out guy. He ended up in sixth last year. But man,
Oh, okay.
I'm excited to see Lucas. I'm shedding a white tear as we speak.
I could hear it. I could hear it in the voice. I
And
mean,
then in third was Angel. He'll be gone this year, tricep tear. And then in
mm,
second, like I said earlier, Sean Clarita. Now this isn't indicative of what we'll see,
yeah, yeah.
because he was one of the many people overdieted by Matt Jansen this time
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Um, yeah, that dirty bastard.
Fucking triathlete.
So true. Um, yeah, I don't know if viewers hear that because I heard someone call Matt Jansen a triathlete. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I saw he was wearing this gay ass speedo and shit, and I was like, oh man, bro, why do some people buy motorcycles, some people buy cars, some people go on vacations, and then some people once they hit 38 as a white male, they typically go into something like a triathlon.
It's all the people who do the tough mudders or whatever the fuck they're called. Shout out to them though. I mean,
I'm not gonna say it's not hard, but
hell
it's
yeah, I
just
bet it's hard.
but it's just like I don't know. I just feel some type of way about this. I better stop talking because one of the I talked about last time crying in front of your girlfriend, and we were talking about Gion, and then now it's hating on someone for going after their dreams
Right?
of being a triathlete. But it's just like, bro, you're an adult. These are for like people with like no kids. Not really, but
No. It's kids are there supporting him. It's cool, man. It's
bro, if my dad did triathletes, I would do unspeakable things to myself. Unspeakable on YouTube, perhaps. But anyway, I go way too hard on some people for no reason.
right, no, just no reason at all. Matt Jansen's just catching strays over here, but I mean, a couple of his competitors did come in a little, I mean, shit. Quentin at one point being one of them.
They came
So
in worse than where they left off. I
yeah,
mean, Quentin hasn't even regained the size a little bit that he has last year, but I mean, I said it last time, Justin Shires made more progress than him, but we'll talk about him. But anyway, I'll do a one-on-one comparison probably with Sean and Lucas, and I think people would be maybe it's not a surprise, but I think it's going to be closer than people might think. Lucas, oh man, it's like a little Kevin Levrone, little pocket-sized Kevin Levrone. That's offensive. But anyway, that's the only 212 thing I wanted to talk about really. We can get to the meat and potatoes, and I don't think the IFBB has their full, um,
like the actual placings.
not all of them. We have the top five.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're in luck. We
There
are
we
in
go.
luck. Okay, so we can start. Let's start with Patrick Moore. He was sixth last time. I don't think I'm scanning the list. I don't think we need to talk about anybody else.
Yeah, no, nobody else really.
Yeah, maybe Mac Arthur Dotry. Are you familiar with this guy?
No, no, no.
Okay, I am. But anyway, Patrick Moore. Um, this is the thing with Patrick. Like at his best, I think we said it last time. I think I literally said he's either going to be 12th or 6th, and he
Yeah.
was 11th. So I think I said that. Maybe I said something maybe a little bit higher, but I mean he
It's
was
just
probably he has to thread a very thin needle because he's not the biggest guy. So what really helps him out is the polish. So if
yeah.
he's got that little extra polish, he'll never probably win a show again. Respectfully, maybe. maybe a smaller one. But
Gotta put some respect on Patrick's name, man.
yeah, I know you like him. I saw all the glazing you were doing last show. You were like, "Oh man, Patrick's the winner in my heart."
He is winning in my heart. But I mean, it's just from when he turned, especially in the finals, man, when he turned around, it was just the polish, the conditioning, it wasn't there. Couldn't
It,
barely see anything.
and he needs every bit of it because,
Yeah.
like I said, he doesn't have the size. So he fell a little this weekend. I mean, not like a whole lot. He went from sixth to ninth. I don't think that's like a big jump for Patrick. I want to talk about a guy that we literally had so much hope for,
We did.
even though he
We
played,
did.
even though he placed bad at the last show.
I think he moved up like a spot, I think.
Yeah, and I said, you know what? I predict him to win again, and I just didn't learn my lesson.
Man, it's the kind of
Um,
blind faith some of us need, man.
he had this story, excuse me. He says, much better than last week, still in the middle slash back of the second call outs, so maybe I'm just fucking washed. I don't know, dude. My condition was okay. It was not representative of my level of actual leanness, though. This was a 14-week prep, and I think it could have been done in 6 to 7, honestly. This is this is another case of my body getting tired after being lean for a long time. Not as bad as Vancouver last year, but similar. Similar though, maybe. Um, this is just a distinct lack of polish and hardness in my look. I'm just glad I didn't make last week's mistakes. Oh, thank God, because he made this week's mistakes instead. Anyway,
No, but I like the live like post play by play from Stewart. I
Beef
really
Stew is
do.
very candid. This
Yeah,
is
like I
yeah.
like that. I think there needs to be more of that. I mean, especially with all the fucking social media we have. Like, I like that he's like, I don't know, dot dot dot, and you can literally, it's his
This is
thought.
how I address my audience. Like sometimes I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll end this series. Maybe I won't do this. Maybe I won't. But I'll
Yeah.
let you guys know. That's just how it is. But yeah, we did predict him. I didn't like straight up predict him in first, but I was like, I think he still could win. Like he
Yeah,
can
high
sharpen up in a
hopes.
week.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably be done after the season because I mean he'll have to go to Europe because there are no more American shows. This was the last one of the year, so he can go do the that's a Masters event. He can do the Pro Muscle Italy or Europa because the Tsunami Nutrition Pro will count for next year, and that may even be the case for this Europa. I'm not entirely sure. So there may be like there's either one or two shows left and they're in Europe. I don't know if he wants to do that. But I mean, I don't think they'll be the biggest shows
Yeah.
unless
Yeah.
unless like Samson does uh Europa for some reason like he did the Tsunami France last year. I don't think he would do that because if he did do
Ruins
that,
everybody's chance.
he would just do Tsunami. But anyway, um he's probably done for the season, but
Yeah. Yeah. I'll assume so.
it is what it is.
Especially getting like what is the ninth? This it was eighth this this for this show.
This was the Tampa, but I mean, like he said, there were still mistakes made.
Yeah.
It's just the condition. Like he said, he prepped for 14 weeks, but really it was like 6 weeks. The amount of progress. Man, look at that. This is like something you would wear.
That.
Yeah. Is that what they wear in Baltimore?
I like the hat, man. That's like what they wear in Florida. That's
I-
straight like Everglades, like some boar hunting right there. I like it
okay.
though.
Um.
Yeah, I think he should wrap it up and just kind of get back to it next season. He can come and show out because he had kind of issues, but I think it's good for him to do these shows because he's learning his the overall physique, what not to do, what to do, but more so if anything, what not to do.
Yeah. If anything. Okay. I got to go to TFE Media for this one for Kerrith Bajjo's because that's what we're talking about next. His video.
Oh man, this was I was very shocked and I had high hopes for Kerrith and he delivered.
Yeah, that's the thing is he placed what was it sixth? Is it sixth or seventh? He placed seventh,
He was
but
seventh.
that's not a disappointment in the slightest.
Mm-mm.
like at all. Like the only reason he wasn't that higher up is because at the end of the day he is just a smaller competitor. Like he's not done doing open. I don't think. He said this was
Mm-mm.
like initially he said this was like a test run. We'll just uh we'll just do it before the Olympia, see what happens, right? Cuz the Olympia is not that far away at all.
Mm-mm.
Um
Literally
so
exactly a month. 2 months, my bad. Exactly 2 months.
exactly a month. In
I
exactly
said that,
in
yo, the
exactly a
confidence I
month.
said that with
In
is
exactly a month
crazy.
will be the 2025 Mr. Olympia. I can't wait.
I
But
mean,
man, Kerrith is actually he was great here. Like pound for pound, one of the best dudes up there today.
yeah.
He just wasn't that
Dude, the
big overall.
conditioning from the front, dude, the abs are just etched. Etched, man. I really enjoyed seeing him. And this is the thing is, imagine if he actually started to go and really prep for open. Like, actually put some time into open.
I think just because like he is a shorter guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I personally would prefer him to stay in 212. I think his I think he has, especially if Keon leaves, he has potential to win an Olympia.
I
Kerrith,
agree.
Kerrith definitely does.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, no, Kerrith has a very complete physique, and this
Very.
one was really. I was surprised with the open physique, but if with all these gains, if he can keep a lot of them and go to the 212, he'll be looking at another top five placing easily. Well, with Angel gone, he'll that moves him up in the third automatically. I don't think he'll have any trouble retaining that spot, except for maybe Lucas Garcia, but that's a bridge he'll have to cross when he gets there. But I don't know if his Olympia video's up here because he's good. He's good. I don't really know what his weakness is because he is very complete. I think the back and sometimes the conditioning isn't the best.
I mean, there's something to be said for his symmetry, man. It is to me, whenever I seen him, like when you look at him alone, he looks like the winner. So seeing him walk on stage alone at the Texas Pro, like, he looks like he could have won the show. Seeing him just by himself. But
Mhm.
obviously, the issue that a lot of these 212ers face is, you're going up against, people who got the size of like a Quentin as far as the height and aesthetic and people
Exactly.
a
Yeah.
lot bigger. So that's kind of the one, caveat to it. But I mean, fuck, looking at him just up there alone, it was,
Yeah. This is him at the yeah, exactly. That's a sign of a good, well-rounded, complete physique. If you look
yeah.
great on your own, and that's the only thing that was wrong with him when he got compared next to other people because he doesn't have the size of a Quentin. Not even just from the scale weight; it's just the sheer structure and the fact that Kerrith's like probably 5'4", something like that. Um, so although the open run was fun, I enjoyed it. It's going straight to my goon folder, but I would like to see him stay in the 212.
Yeah, I mean, I agree in the sense of like that he has a very bright future and potentially could be a Mr. Olympia for the 212. Would never ever argue that. But I am a fan of him coming and just saying, "Hey, let me throw my hat in the race." Like that's dope. You know what I mean? I like that.
Yeah, Angel
Strongest
does the
one we've
same
seen
thing.
do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like when these 212 guys do it. I'm just anticipating the day that a classic guy will, try have the ability to do it aside from like a bump set because we saw him go and do, Prague and he looked good. So I'd like to see a little bit more of these little crossovers. Well, shout out to Kerrith for just fucking coming on stage and killing it and potentially probably being easily a top two, maybe three for the 212 Olympia this year.
I thought there was a video. I guess there wasn't of him next to people. But you guys were watching this. Oh, I think he's in one of these. You can really see that he's just not the biggest. I think maybe this is his video.
Yeah, I think he must have impressed him in the beginning because they had him in the first call out, if I'm not mistaken, from jump. And then slowly they moved around. Couple of them
Right.
came into that, that top six place.
Okay. This is what it is. So this is just, I think, initial. This is just numerical order. Um, but you can still see there, like Quentin is in this. That's not Quentin. That is not Quentin. That's just another taller black guy. Yeah, as you can see, Quentin over here.
You
He's
see
just,
Quentin over there to the left.
he's
Just
just. Okay, but Quentin Light over there, everyone over here, even this guy's another 212 guy that went to Open. He did 212 in Tampa, and now he's doing Open in Texas. Forget his name. Has the dreads. He is also taller than Kerrith, and just
Mm.
overall. And this, all these guys, none of these guys were even close to Kerrith's placing. So that just shows how good his quality and completeness is to get past all these guys and more. But still, like you can imagine, if these guys did have a good level of muscularity and development, they would probably all beat him. That's just the way. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, just
I
because of
understand.
size.
Yeah,
Yeah,
size matters, you know,
very true.
except on Epstein Island. Anyway, we can go to. Do we need to talk about Bruno? We did last time. I think I would have had him over Emir. I think we can just skip right to Emir. I think there was a video.
I mean, Amir was definitely probably the most conditioned on that stage.
Yeah, he's the most conditioned on every stage, but he's also the most ugly. Did you ever think of that?
Never. Never. It never crossed my mind.
Okay, here he is. Did he have those white underarms this time?
Okay,
Kind of, a little.
it's a little better. It's better.
Yeah, but I wish he would just get some very basic things fixed about his physique. The gyno would be a start.
Yeah, yeah. I think a big thing that could really help balance, aside from just overall just getting bigger, because he has a very, this is going to be the worst, like the worst, not to say a square physique, but he
No,
needs to grow some of the parts like the lats, the legs, the quads especially. He needs to get bigger. He needs to get a little bit more muscle on that so
right.
he
It
can
looks a
really
little
stick out.
jumbled together right
Yeah.
now. I
Like
think
I
I'd hate his physique a lot less if he just kind of like could tie it all in.
Yeah, I feel like him and Bruno can literally take the same advice. And I say that like with no disrespect, but they both need to get like, bigger quads, kind of have a blockiness to them, like as far as just, need a little bit more width in certain areas, things like that. Like literally they both can do the same exact thing in the off season for the next year or
I
two. And
personally would have given the placing to Bruno over Emir, like last week.
mm,
I mean, Bruno has the better shape. He's very complete. The condition would definitely go to Emir because the condition's always going to go to Emir. But
yeah.
I mean, Bruno, we were talking about last time, underrated, very complete, and that's just not with the body parts. Yeah, he's smaller, but everything is there. He's not the most muscular, I mean, because he's not small,
No.
but all the body parts are there. The shape is there. The condition is usually in a pretty good place. So what? I mean, he could have won the show.
Him and Stu, right?
But anyway,
His glutes are weird. This is up your alley a little bit. His
right.
glutes are just a little.
He's kind of got that bubble, but they're still striated, even though they're so round. You know what I mean?
They're very round and his hamstrings are like they're dumb striated, but then you don't see it as much in the glutes, especially at this show. It wasn't as much. So big
Let me,
glutes.
let me pull up what I'm talking about. We don't have our resident gluteologist here. That would be Jake from Jake Ultimate Fitness, but we can certainly sub in. So as you can see, this is from the Tampa, and we're just purely here to look at the glutes. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
what more are we here for? But it's
Ironically, just getting into it, him and Ramon, both Brazilian too, aren't they?
yeah, they have the bundas.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you can see, you already have a lot of roundness here, but they're still dry. Still
Yeah.
the skin is very taut. Okay, but watch this. Watch this. Striations, and he's flexing them, but they're still so round.
Yeah.
It's like he got a bodybuilder's BBL.
Hey,
This is
I like
insane.
that. That's a
Oh, you
the,
like that, huh?
the BBBL. There you go.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
The triple BL.
That's hot.
Yeah. No,
That's
but
hot.
I mean, I, I can see why you would prefer Bruno over Amir, but yeah, with the conditioning that Amir brought, it's kind of like
Emir is
it's
my op.
yeah, definitely. You can clearly tell that you are not a fan of Amir.
Yeah, but we can get into the top four. Same as last time at large, but two placings were flipped. What wasn't flipped, John Jewett wasn't fourth. He was fourth in what would you call it, Tampa. But well, you can look at it one of two ways. Did Quentin get worse or did John get better? I think it's actually a little of both because this was not as close as it was in Tampa. John was in a pretty distant third and fourth, and then he was fighting for third with Joseph. But now, like, Quentin and John were actually like pretty even, especially at finals. Only a 6 point gap. Um,
It's kind of yeah.
so John, I think he overall just a better peak. John's a scientist. He's a wizard with these peaks with this bodybuilding thing. Overall, I think he was drier, but also a lot fuller at the same time. Overall, just a much better peak, and he's complete. The only thing he's missing is the shape, and a lot of that just has to do with the midsection, which is also a big flaw. So I mean, the best he could have done was probably third, maybe second. But he'd have to beat my boy Joseph Palacios and Jordan Hutchinson. But
Yeah.
what do you think about John here versus Tampa?
Dude, I was when I saw one, man, I gotta his adductors are crazy. That's the one thing that was the biggest takeaway compared to those top four guys, especially, it helps a lot with the lower body. It helps him stand out. It creates a whole different shape. I can
Right.
see him with this condition he came in, he looked really, really, really good. I thought he was a much better version than the Tampa Pro. He still looked good in Tampa, don't get me wrong, but I was highly, highly favoriting this Texas Pro look from John Jewett. Those back shots are
This Giles, friend of the show, said nailed it. Those back shots are otherworldly. Marcus, have you ever gotten those otherworldly back shots?
Man, I sadly haven't. I've tried to give them. I've tried to replicate them myself, but but no, man, he's right. I mean, it's just look at the legs. It looks like he has more muscles in his hamstrings, man. It's because
Yeah,
those abductors are so freaking big. I was highly, highly impressed with John today. Just super impressed. I think he could have, a little bit better, just a little bit, the wind changes that way and we go this way, and he could have had second place. Not first, but I could
I would
have,
agree.
yeah,
Oh, second, third.
second. That's it. Second. Oh,
I said after prejudging, some two people asked me what I thought, and I said, well, obviously I did the Tampa Pro recap, and I made the argument that Joseph should have won, and that's who I would have picked to win. Although I'm fine with Jordan winning, I wouldn't have been fine with Quint winning, and I think Quint today got a little worse, got a little less conditioned. But with that said, John got a little better, so I was like, well, I can see. Honestly, I think what will happen is John in fourth, Quentin third, the two boys, my two boys, and second and first. But uh, I would prefer to see Quentin in fourth. That's just how I see it. But we can talk about Quentin. So he went for, I don't know if he went for a fuller look, but he was fuller,
yeah,
but
yeah,
less conditioned. Personally, this is going to sound very convoluted, so stay with me. Personally, I like the fuller look, but it's a less competitive look. But with him being fuller, it shows that with extra size, he does look good, but it needs to be actual muscle. It can't just be fullness because he already was missing density in the condition in the upper half in the last show. So again, I think overall I prefer him fuller, bigger, of course, but it's a less competitive package.
agreed. Especially from the back, man.
Yeah, it's just you can
That was
tell.
yeah, it's
We
just
just looked at John Jewett's back. I mean, it's just a night and day difference.
yeah, yeah. You could kind of see a little bit in the glutes. There was just a little bit less pop, and it's because he came in fuller. So there was things that helped. His front to me looked very good. All his front shots looked very impressive. Legs looked great, and then just kind of when he turned around, that's where I saw the big, kind of discrepancy as far as like making that decision to come, especially at the night show. The night show coming in with that fullness,
Right.
it you,
Um.
you saw the difference.
So he was. There were three judges, not five. So three would be a perfect score at judging in finals. So six. So Jordan got a perfect score. Um. And then Joseph got a perfect score at finals. Quentin didn't, and he was just 1 point away from John Jewett. So a lot of people had John Jewett in third. So, and I didn't watch finals as closely. You said he came in a lot softer, even from prejudging.
I think that yeah, there was a difference between prejudging and finals to me personally,
For the
and you could
worse.
see it, yeah, for the worst, yeah, especially when he turned around. Granted, I thought it was very competitive looking Quinton. Like I said, I agree with you. I think that this fullness, it's necessary. I think it's
Right.
yeah, it's very necessary. It's just kind of that the sweet science behind it all, to where, the difference between prejudging and finals. Look what happened to his score. Look at the fact that John Jewett was literally creeping right up on him. So I
Yeah.
think that's where, we're talking little tiny just peepholes of, where people can come through and just thread that needle. And how he looked at prejudging, I was very impressed. Same thing with finals, don't get me wrong. It's just you can kind of see that he started to fall off a little bit when it came to the overall, just trying to come in fuller. And it,
Hmm.
it didn't do his overall look as much justice as, say, earlier.
Well, I imagine the feedback from Tampa was just get bigger. I
Yeah,
imagine that's what it was.
yeah,
But I mean, you're not going to get bigger in a week. Best you can do is gain more fullness. But the fact that I do prefer the fuller look is indicative to just the sentiment that he needs more true thickness, more true size. I mean, I hate to say it, he was like 350 or something one off season. He's got to have more of those. He's got to stay there. Like, and people are like, "Oh, that's crazy." It really isn't. It is, and it's not healthy. So, but I mean, you didn't get in this for your health. You certainly don't get into it at this level and stay in at this level for your health. But he just needs a lot of time. Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think people, I think he's more far off than from being truly great than people realize. Respectfully.
Well, put it this way, the fact is you're saying he could be great. There is a place where he can be great, and
Sure.
there's something to be said for that. You know what I mean? Like, because he can. He has the ability, and I think that you can kind of see a glimpse with the fullness that he brought in, today's show. There's that, oh shoot, okay, we can see this. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but he has to get there. He has to get there, and that's gonna be a tough road.
Like we could compare him to like peers of his stature, current or past, taller guys like Tony Freeman. Um, Even you can throw in Dennis Wolf, not Black, but Dennis Wolf. And then of course currently you have Samson Dowda, you have Andrew Jacks, all these people. Like if I put them next to Quentin, you would see that there's a lack of size.
Yeah,
And that's not the place you want to be in on a 6'2" frame or whatever Quentin is. I think he's 6'2". Um, but the thing is, once you do fill out the frame, for everyone that says height is an advantage in bodybuilding, it certainly is. The only issue for tall guys is that they can't fill out their frames. But if they do, if all other things are equal, height is certainly an advantage. A frame like Quentin's is certainly an advantage. He's just got to get there.
yeah, yeah.
But I said earlier, I think he is a little further away than people might imagine. They're like, oh man, next year he's going to win the Olympia. Okay, we've been
Yeah,
saying this since
no.
2022. He needs a lot more time. He
Yeah,
needs
won't be next year, but
no.
could be couple years,
We could
100%.
be dead before we see it.
Yeah. I plan on being alive. I'm not getting hung in my cell, okay?
Oh,
But no, I mean, yeah, I do think that this is kind of, it shows that the future can be bright for this man. And I think a lot of people, they kind of rode his coattail a little bit a couple years back. A lot of people were looking at him like he's the future. And it's cool to see him showing a little bit of some glimpses of it here and there. So, man, just grow. Kind of, I agree. Keep that weight on and just keep it up and just let that body build.
we should train him because he doesn't have a coach. The the collectivity of the Project Bodybuilding podcast should train Quentin Uriah.
I couldn't agree more. Honestly, I think if
Good.
that's the case, that you might be right. Then we might have to wait till we are dead to see him win the if we are his trainers. Nah, man, he's doing something right. I think he looked good, but it's just man, some guys stepped their game up this week. Some guys definitely stepped up. Speaking
Right.
of someone who stepped up, your boy right
Joseph
here,
Palacios. I forget his thing, and that's not how you spell his name. It's just this.
Palacios.
It's like Fat Joe or something inbred.
Like
He had
IFBB Joe.
I don't know. I'm looking. There was a video here
You're
of
terrible
him.
at P words, I've noticed. You can't spell physique,
Yeah.
gracias.
He was in here. He was in here. I saw him. Oh man.
There
So
you
I
go.
made the case last week, and you took it bait. You took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. You agreed,
100%.
and basically I made the argument last week. If Quentin isn't winning because of shape, because he got second in Tampa, and Jordan wins because he has more of these bodybuilding aspects, but still pretty good shape, I was like,
Yeah.
well, why not take a little less shape, but a lot more of the bodybuilding stuff? I mean, different strokes for different folks. It's just if you want
Exactly.
like a mass monster, it's this is it. This is your guy. He had the best front double, best rear double, and side chest and side tricep in the last show. Same here.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will say I want to bring back our last episode and say that when I saw his back lat spread live this time compared to just the fucking comparison of Gilco to the whatever all that shenanigans was, yo, his
Right,
back
right.
lat spread was pretty fucking
You
gnarly.
literally gave it to Jordan over
I
him.
know I did. And then, like I said, I saw it correctly. I saw the lineup correctly this week to where I saw them both doing it at the same exact time.
So then you do
And
agree that
oh fuck yeah,
Joseph.
fuck yeah,
So you
Joe's
do.
back lat spread is way better. I mean,
So you,
Jordan has a dope shape overall. Like he has a cool shape to his physique when he's in certain, especially like the lat spreads and the front
yeah,
double,
it's a
whatever,
nice
whatever.
shape. I like the
Yeah,
curve to it.
exactly. But I mean, yeah, dude, that those lats are just fucking sitting there.
Right. Best rear
Just
double in the show. I have some images of the top four. Um, no, this is the top four. So yeah, the shape isn't like the best. It's probably the weakest in the lineup. But I mean, is it that far behind Jordan's and John's? Not really. And if suppose like the front lat spread, I mean, he looks almost just the same as Jordan in a lot of ways. Um, thick as a brick in the side chest. Um, and the rear double. I mean, even John, who's second in this pose, probably, um,
yeah,
not even close. Not even
no,
close. And I think this is why he got moved over Quint this time around. It's just condition,
yeah.
and Quint had none to spare to begin with, and Joseph still showed up gnarly, and that made all the difference probably. And then in terms of thickness and density, I mean that's definitely Joe. Quentin is a delicate little flower, and Joe is a brute, a force of nature.
Yeah, dude, the most muscular. Granted, Quentin looks good in that most muscular too. That fullness really did help. The fullness definitely
Looks
helped. But
soft and doughy.
he looked, dude, he looks in this shot right here. Quentin looks good. I think Quentin looks good in this
Looks like
most
a
muscle.
couple of chocolate marshmallows thrown together.
You're fucking fucking. But wait, before you leave, go back, go to the last,
Whoops.
go, fucking, go to the last spread right quick. The back last spread. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. So right here. I was very, very impressed with Joe's man. And granted, love the shape of Jewett as well, and his
Yeah.
lower body is great. But fuck, man, this is it's fucking gnarly looking back, man.
Hey,
Look at this the size,
I
size.
love I
Yeah.
love when I get proven right. It's my favorite thing in the world. Um, but I said last time I made a whole video about it, not even just our podcast, but I was like, hey, I think Joe probably would have been my winner. A couple people were like, oh, I kind of see what you're saying. You did too. You finally came around, but then I was like, oh, the judges are gonna have to move him up. They're gonna have to, and I think he could have beat Jordan. It's just if you prefer that, if you
Yeah,
prefer more of a mass monster type of physique.
yeah,
If not, if you do want shape, then Jordan is just the better overall combination of everything.
yeah. And Jewett's right there in the middle of them. I noticed, and that's why I think comparing those three physiques is a lot easier. And then you throw Quentin in the mix and it just
Right.
fucks him up. because it's just a totally different aesthetic.
But here's Jordan. I preferred this package to Tampa. I couldn't really put my finger on why, but I just did. Maybe a little sharper. I don't know. What do you think?
Dude, I don't think we've seen this guy really miss. Like, when you really think about it,
Okay, calm
yo, he
down.
had for I'm on
Bro
the
does
Jordan
two.
hype train,
Bro does
baby.
two. Wins two shows like
He hasn't
never
missed.
missed in his entire
Even
life.
even last year with the what is it, second place at
Texas.
Texas. Yeah, I mean, dude, he the conditioning is in the shape. He looks good, man. This was a I think Jordan's stock is slowly rising right before our eyes, man.
He kind of
Just
looks like my barber. And Steve Kuklo had a baby.
I see the Steve Kukla. Don't know your barber, but he does look like he goes to a barber to get the beard taper.
The mullet too. How do you feel about a mullet?
Is that a I thought this was like a mohawk, whatever. Is that a mullet?
No,
Is
it's a
he have hair back
mullet
there?
because okay, look, it's short in the front. Like you can't tell it's a mullet from the front. That's a sign of a mullet because it's just normal length on the front, on the top, right? Sides. I guess the sides you can like old like trailer trash 1980s 90s tapers had like length to the sides, but
That is
nowadays they
that is
don't.
a mohawk.
This is a mullet.
That does not look like a
That is a
mullet.
mullet.
That is if that's a mullet, you ever seen like the little like when the girls have
Well,
like little, like
they're not like the kid in Terminator 2 anymore.
yeah, exactly. That's a fucking mullet. That's a
Terminator
rat tail.
2
Like,
redhead kid.
redhead
Okay,
kid. Oh
okay. Now
shit.
this is how mullets used to look, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's a true mullet
You're
right
not
there.
gonna okay, yeah, but no one wears that anymore. No one
Look at
does
John
that.
Connor, man. Can we get a second to.
Yeah. I got John Connor on my plane right
I
here.
know you
He's
do.
gonna be saving the world here in a second.
Yo, John Connor is like looks like the 90s kid, like the poster boy for 90s, man.
Right. But that's a mullet. People can let us know in the comments that I'm
I,
right.
I mean, you probably are. I mean, it's a weak mullet, but yeah.
Oh, oh, okay.
I
Well,
don't
I
think
have a
he did
little.
it with the intent. I think it looks like a mohawk more so than anything. But I guess it is a mullet because it's a little bit, shorter on the front, a little bit more business going on in the back.
Well, I have a comparison here for you. I clearly made this myself. No, but this guy's pretty good. Bodybuilding, Sem Nutella, great. Um, Tampa versus Texas. Not the top two, but they were the top two in Tampa. Top one and three in Texas. But as you can see, Jordan gets a little sharper, at least from the front. Like the waist is coming a little bit more, legs a little bit more sharp. Um, Overall, slightly less full on
Yeah.
Jordan, and then Quentin it's the opposite. But I prefer this front in Texas to Tampa.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's I mean, I think someone would be dumb to disagree with that one.
Yeah,
Even the
yeah,
lat spread. I mean, the lat spread for
yep.
Quentin better.
Yeah, like the fuller look suits him. And again, this just goes to show that yeah, he does need more size.
Yeah.
Like if he looks good with this little extra fullness, imagine what he'd look like with actual muscle.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and see the back, that's the issue. There wasn't a big I don't think there's a huge difference in the back. I like show to show, like honestly,
There's
I
a bit
think I like
more
Tampa
oomph
better.
in it now. Oh, really? There's a
I
bit
like
more.
Tampa, yeah,
Uh,
better.
yeah, I can understand that. There's a bit more umph in the lats, but like still, this is
Yeah.
like complete. And Jordan's back is probably his weakest body part besides the arms. And even then, he's between the lower body and the upper body. It's a pretty big victory, and just Quentin's lack of thickness and detail. And then, I mean,
Yeah.
I can't in good conscience give this to Quint. I mean,
No, no, no.
what did Martin say that one time to Andrew? Did you, Martin said one time at the 2022 Texas Pro, or no, this was after the 2022 Arnold, that he looks like a bag of chocolate milk. And some people said that was racist. I don't really care, but they made up. They're training together now. He went to Dubai or something and trained with him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see them back together.
Now, yeah, you got the little chocolate vanilla swirl going on now.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I like Martin, man. I think Martin is an asset to current bodybuilding, dude.
You know,
Look at
he is my father. No, but
The Hulk Hogan.
he was with Andrew. Unless I just dreamt this. Maybe I do. I dream of Martin all the time, so maybe I did dream this, and I was just thinking of that. You know, that chocolate vanilla swirl, a little bit of interracial action. Maybe I don't know, but I think that's. I mean, that's really it. I mean, what more is there to say?
Yeah, I mean, the guys who were supposed they came in. I mean, a lot of them they came in looking better. That's the good thing that these guys, all of them, especially the top four, came in looking better.
We do have to say something. The backdrop. Can I get a hell yeah in the
Okay,
chat?
I thought you were gonna talk shit on it or something. Yeah, like
No,
I
it's
loved it.
reminiscent of 2009 where they have the black but also like the sparkles, stars, whatever, you know. I like that. And I'm okay with things in the background that are like white or light colors if
Yeah,
they're real physical objects. Because in the videos, you'll notice um, the cameras can focus clearly on the athlete. And when you have a huge ass LED screen in the back flashing
yeah,
for Panada or New Tech, you can't focus on the athletes. And if you do, they look washed out because you have to do some bullshit color correction or whatever the hell.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's gonna throw off the focus too a little bit. It's just not
exactly.
gonna get that same focus.
And then did you see they listen to the athletes. They athletes and commentators alike, fans. They had the banner, well, the LED screen of sponsors above the stage, and I think there was some below too. But the actual stage where you had the athletes, like that 6 foot, 8 foot gap,
Hmm.
was just very simple backdrop.
Yeah.
Very simple, but very tasteful. It makes a fellow want to cream.
Yo, imagine these pictures are probably gonna look incredible too. That's the big that's the lasting thing for me is how great the pictures are gonna end up looking once they get posted. Like the actual, full high quality, especially with
Yeah,
that backdrop, it's gonna look incredible.
they're going straight to your goon folder.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be on my phone just in screenshots for the next 2 years.
I mean, it really is. Like, I'm impressed. Like, if I know Mark's Max Muscle sometimes does these videos where he like ranks all the backdrops of the day. People are going to call me crazy for this. I would prefer something like this over Detroit.
I don't know. I agree though.
I get that
I
Detroit is better for like bodybuilding purposes, but I do kind of want to be entertained. I do kind of want it to look nice too. Like, this is why 2009 has the best Olympia backdrop ever, because like it's dark, but it has those sparkles and it still has personality. It's effective. Like, I mean,
it's a lot of thought going into that one too.
I can't even spell Olympia. I'm just, I mean, this was the backdrop on the day, I think. Oh, this is just just the blue sparkles, blue and white in the background. That's what it was. 2008 was similar. Yeah, like that. And the stage is like, it looks like it's lit up. It looks like they're on
Yeah,
like they're standing on lights.
yeah,
Love
yeah,
it. I love it. It reminded me of like 2009.
yeah. I mean,
Also,
it's a good look.
they got Hani Rambaugh to do a lot of the commentary. Hani is a joy to listen to. I'd lick his bald head any day of the week.
You know who I really enjoyed whenever they first started to have Phil up there because Phil like
Divisive.
I mean yeah the dude is like he reminds me of how I expected Kobe would have been if he was like a commentator.
That's fair.
Just- yeah,
Yeah.
just you could tell this dude knows it's just intricate with the inside and out.
We can talk about this really quickly as a little bonus ending segment. I saw this, and it was a most top five finishes at the Mr. Olympia of all time. Now they've never seen my finishes at the Olympia, to be fair, in the bathrooms, but Dexter Jackson is first. is that any surprise?
No, it's not a big surprise by any means. I
I
mean,
mean, the fact that he beats Ronnie Coleman out by so many, you know what I mean? Like Ronnie already has an advantage of having at least 8 top 5 finishes because he won 8 Olympias. Phil has 7. Lee Haney has 8. Um, but um, let's see. So he had seventh, fourth place finishes. That's crazy.
yeah, it's a
I
lot of fucking
mean,
fourth place
bro
finishes.
had 15 years in the top 5. It's longer. That's longer than these kids on the plane have been alive.
That is very his tenure, man. That's very it is very impressive. And I will say that what hurts is the fucking Kevin LeBron for second place, Cutler
You're
with the six, just hurts.
you're such a TikToker. That's
Well,
what people
yeah.
on Tik. Oh,
Wait.
wow.
I'm talking about the second place finishes. I don't
Kevin
even get on
Levrone
TikTok like that.
finished fourth. Second, he finished
You
second,
see,
fourth, 4 times.
4 times, and then Cutler with the six. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
you know
imagine
why
you
Kevin
can
placed
reverse and put
second
those
four
first.
times? Because he never deserved first.
Yeah, because you're going up against the likes of Ronnie Coleman and Ronnie Coleman.
Right,
So,
right. Ronnie
yeah.
Coleman, Dorian. That was it. But I didn't expect Sean Ray to be third because I feel like he didn't compete enough, but I guess he did. I guess he just competed more than I thought. 12 years in the top 5.
It's actually impressive, for a lot of these guys. I mean, look at Lee Haney just up there, just top seven, just off all his first place finishes.
Right, right. I'm interested to see Frank Zane higher than Arnold. But to be fair, a lot of these, I don't know if you should count someone like Frank and Arnold because in their sometimes their classes, like the over 200, under 200, wouldn't even have 5 people in it.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
of course, like some of these guys could probably be taken off. Like Franco, okay, he shouldn't even have his second first place finishes. His 2 first place finishes, excuse me. Dennis Wolf in 13th. Interesting. But anyway, I wanted to share this graphic with you in the chat, of course, the not live chat. Pause it, take a look at it, analyze it.
There you go.
Yeah, very interesting. But anyway, that's gonna do it for us tonight.
Tonight, yeah, it's late night.
But that's why they call us the. That's why they call us the.
Where'd the wig go? Where'd the wig go?
We'll have to come up with a nickname. Um, that's why they call us the Bait Bros
There you go. Okay.
because we're always rage baiting.
Yeah, yeah. I saw your last title.
What was it?
Derek
Derek
sucks.
sucks. Okay, but to be fair, I think I did say that in the podcast. Like I never like straight up like clickbait like that. Like I did say in my Tampa Pro video, I said I disagree in the thumbnail. Well, I do disagree, but I only had a picture of the top 2 there. I didn't
Yeah.
say I disagreed and Quentin should have won, like most people thought.
I,
I
sh I
said
showed I
Churchill
showed
won.
it to my girl and was like, and he's not even doing clickbait thumbnails. I
Oh,
just gave within the first 3 minutes.
did you see? You're in one of my videos coming up. You were in the Tampa analysis video.
Yeah.
No, not the podcast.
Oh,
You
not the
made you
podcast.
made a cameo on the Tampa analysis video I did.
Oh, is it already out?
Yes, I put it out before the podcast.
Oh shit.
It's in the intro. You'll have to take a look, and all the viewers at home can take a look. But anyway, we gotta head out of here. I know you have you're gonna be on the Epstein flight log tomorrow.
I'm yes. I'm taking a flight out there tomorrow, so
You're gonna
can't
have to
wait.
deep clean these seats, son. I'll tell you what.
Gonna be watching T2, get my Terminator 2 on.
Terminator 2 is the best sequel ever made.
Man,
I guess The Godfather too. I guess whatever.
the extremely goofy movie.
Like Disney, like Goofy the dog.
like Goofy, the like
Max.
Max, Goofy's son. Are you fucking kidding
I've
me?
never seen that first one, the Goofy movie.
So you never saw the second one either?
No, why would I watch that? It's garbage.
What are you fucking
I'd rather
missing
watch Lion King 1.5.
Exactly. Wait, what childhood did you have or lack thereof?
No, I watched like a lot of like actually good movies.
The Goofy movie is a good
Okay,
movie.
no, I grew up on like good like solid like 80s movies.
I mean, of course, but you can like have a night where you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch the Goofy movie.
No, you know I have Disney Plus, and you know what I've been working through right now? The Alien Predator series. I said, you know what? I'm gonna watch them all, and I know they all suck besides the first Predator. I think I heard Prey is pretty good, but
I really
Alien and
like
Aliens is great.
AVP was like the original Alien vs Predator. I saw this shit in the movie theater and I loved it.
Yeah, you would.
I literally told myself, I went there alone, watched it alone, and I said, you know what? My first tattoo is gonna be the little predator sign. You know, when they tell you you're your friend or whatever. That's what I told myself. Yeah. I was a fucking jit, okay? I was a little ass kid. However, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that was yesterday, bro.
I
That
was gonna
was
say I don't have the tattoo, all right?
no. I watched two movies today because I was just screwing around. I watched
On
Predator
flight.
2 and Alien 3. And I gotta be honest, Predator 2, I probably enjoyed more than Alien 3, even though I think Alien 3 is the superior film. But that's gonna maybe I'll start a movie. Maybe I'll start a movie podcast with Xavier Wills.
Hey, I mean, I've been watching a lot of people who are like, "Oh, watch this documentary." One of them little shorts that
I
are
don't
like
want to watch some
talking
stupid
about some
Netflix
shit.
documentary. I want to watch movies.
Oh man, I love documentaries too, man. Granted,
Yeah, it's cause you cry in front of your woman. Babe, can we put on the fluffy pajamas and do face masks and then
yeah,
go watch the new crime drama on Netflix?
100, yeah, the crime. A documentary is not gonna be a crime drama. It's
Yeah,
just
can
about
we
just
watch? Hey,
fucking
hey, hey, girlfriend, can we watch Dahmer tonight? Well, what do you?
fiance. Actually, yeah, I got put in timeout because I said girlfriend last time.
That's crazy. And then you cried, and then you cried
You know, I
immediately.
cried about it, and I cried, and I was like, you know what? I need to just turn on a Goofy movie and just get back to.
That's crazy. But anyway, what do you got to plug? The uh, the Muscle Immaturity podcast.
Yeah, exactly. That's coming. That's coming sooner than you know it. By the way, the level of maturity coming
Yeah, I would do
is
that,
coming.
like because you have older guys on there now, Samir
I
and
know.
John, the Muscle Maturity podcast.
I know.
I would do the opposite, Muscle Immaturity
You're not.
podcast,
You're not. It's
if
already
I
that
if
it
I was
exists.
if I was allowed around kids.
It exists, and the fact is like how perfect is that? You know what I mean?
Right.
You taking these trips back and forth. I mean, you might have to be one of the first guests, man. I don't know.
I know my way around a child. I do.
We can get pretty immature,
Yeah,
but yeah, no, man. As far as plugging, it's just it's plugging up positivity. You out
okay.
there,
Okay, we're
just
done.
positivity.
We're done. Yeah. Don't. There's nothing to be positive about a lot of the time. But
Exactly. That's why I'm plugging a positivity. What aren't you getting? It's so easy to be a negative Nancy, so I gotta plug the positivity.
make sure you guys hit the like button on this video. Subscribe for more. I'm gonna see you all in the next video.